Hi everyone, welcome back to Spiritual Growth Tarot. I'm Denise and this reading is for Donald John Trump's December 28th through January 3rd. I'm using the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot. It's I think it's Scarabeo or Scarabeo or Scarabeo. I'm not sure. Not sure how he pronounces his name, but it's a beautiful deck. And then of course, as always, the little Maybe Lenormand. Lenormand, if I say it with the French accent the way it should be. Okay, so cards are all shuffled. I'm going to draw some extra. I added a couple extra positions to give us a little bit more, because I think it's important now to really know like what he's actually planning and doing. And I want to know more about his karma as it goes, because he's done some crazy things this last week. He's pardoned. He had that, remember last week we had the Queen of Swords up here, and I thought it was Letitia James coming down on him, and it very well could have been her, but as well as Sidney Powell. And, you know, her whack job, literal whack job, you know, supposedly, you know, legal ability. But no, she's nuts, and it's, you know, and nothing's going to happen that she's trying to put through. So, but I had that physical reaction around like his heart area. So I want to look at that too with these cards. So okay, so the forces in motion, or should I say farce is in motion? One of my awesome viewers commented that it should be the farce is in motion. But anyway, what's going on for him this week? Like, what is actually going on? It's here. Okay. And his challenges. Of course, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, planning, what he's actually planning. It's going to go here. What he's doing. His karma, the law of cause and effect that's hanging down over him, of which he has no control based on what he's done in the past. Ooh. Okay. This next card is going to be what he's attracting. You know, besides the karma, like, want to know like what he'll be attracting for this week. Okay. And then his future, flying forward into the future. Yay. All right. I like seeing that card. His days are so numbered. Well, apparently, of course. I mean, we know that, but okay, so let me draw 2 cards for each position with a little Lenormand deck, and then I'll get everything framed up. Okay, so forces in motion. Okay, challenges. Dirtbag Donnie. What are you planning? You're planning. Okay. What are you going to be doing this week? Besides golfing and grifting. Okay. The karma that's hanging down on you. All right. And what he's attracting. Wow. Yeah, okay. And his future. Whoa. Okay. I always draw more cards if I need to fill anything in, as I usually do, but let's get things up here the way they go. Okay, so let's see. There's the challenging part. I have the camera up as high as I can go without messing with my tripod, which means moving around about 40 pounds of weight. My back's not up for it today. Okay, so, and I think it went like this, in that order, yeah. Okay, and I remember, pretty sure it was like this. The order with the Lenormand is not always that important because the cards influence each other so much, but I think this was the way I had them. Okay, and I remember that one was definitely first. Okay, and no, it was like this, I remember. All right, and then these two little guys. Oh, good, yay! I'm always worried about having enough room for closed captioning. Okay, so I need my sacred chopstick here. Oh, actually, we can make a little more room here so you can see the Empress. I think the other ones, they're pretty clear which cards they are. Yeah, okay. All right, so I'll probably add some cards over here into the future, but let's see what comes through. So, with the forces, or the farces in motion, with the Three of Wands reversed, well, there's not a whole lot of growth or action or anything really going on. I mean, this is a card of setbacks. It's also a card of returning home, and of course he's still, you know, he'll probably stay at Mar-a-Lago for the week, or I don't know if you know, if Palm Beach will actually like kick him out because he's been there too many days for the year. I don't know if they'll do that, or if he'll, being president, maybe they can't. I don't know what kind of legal actions could be coming down around that. You know, what enforcement could happen like over the holidays. But anyway, so sometimes returning home, and then other times, well, I think it's both on both levels. He's definitely at his, you know, at least southern hemisphere home, and or you know, southern weather, and yeah, it just feels like, yeah, setbacks, self-doubt is what I'm feeling too, because he's not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere. But he might be like texting family members. Even though I don't have the birds here for like Twitter, this still is, you know, tweeting, emailing his, you know, his base, who he has, you know, his base is the only people that he has any bit of a reputation with, which is what the Moon card is all about. This is always communication. And usually the birds are verbal communication, and this would be written communication. This could also be communicating with his family. This card can be the family card. It's also a very, you know, it's a card that has to do with creativity. But most of all, on, you know, in his realm, emotional reaction, you know, just trying to get what he wants, trying to be seen and heard, trying to get attention. He's like he's a major attention whore. I don't know what else to call him in that department. So, yeah, I mean, you know, he sucks up all the energy. So he'll be doing that as much as he can from home, but it's not going to get him anywhere. That's not going to get him anywhere. And because his challenges with the Eight of Pentacles reversed, well, you know, his challenges is nothing that he does will really get him anywhere. You know, he's pretty much just kind of like the, you know, the president that we've had that puts out poor quality, you know, because this is a service-oriented, you know, craftsmanship, making license plates, maybe, we hope. But when it's reversed, this is poor quality, you know, lack of production, lack of skills. You didn't get it right. You got to go back. You're not, you know, you suck. So that's his challenge, is how bad he sucks. And this is a big, you know, conflict in his life. And then of course here we have the suddenness, like sudden. So conflicts that keep coming through that are sudden and shocking to him. I think he could be, because last week we had the I think we had the Ten of Wands up here reversed. Unless I'm thinking of another reading. But anyway, overwhelm has been in his spreads before. So there's this lack of quality, you know, service. And it's also a card of like just being really uninspired and, you know, not having any passion for what you want to do, and then, or what you need to do. And it could be, you know, like when this card comes through, it can be like you're in a dead-end career. So, you know, his career is going nowhere. The only thing he has left is to instigate and start conflict, which is, you know, that's what he lives for. You know, which is why he took off, and then, well, he tweeted about how about $2,000. He decided not to sign the COVID relief bill, you know, and he took off and then it said that everybody should get $2,000. Well, what he really did, in essence, is he set Congress up. He set us all up for having the government shut down. That's what he did. So, you know, him and his jackassery. To go with Foolish Tarot and her sense of humor cracks me up. But anyway, so conflict, and you know, he created that. This is what he did, and this is his challenge for this week, is to deal with what he did last week, because he created this huge conflict last week. Hold on, excuse me, I have to cough. So, moving up here to what he's planning on just holding still. It's like, you know, a standoff. He's planning just a standoff with the Two of Swords. He's not planning on coming together. I think he may be trying to make decisions, you know, that are small to get him moving where he wants to go, but he doesn't care about making any further plans for America. It's all about him right now. And then what he's actually doing, well, goodness, I mean, with the Eight of Swords, I'm sorry, the Eight of Swords, what am I saying? Eight of Swords is here. The Strength card reversed. What he's actually doing is lessening the impact that he could have. I mean, this puts him in a really weak place. This has him, you know, with a lot of or low energy, a lot of fear, a lot of self-doubt. And there's something with Melania. He's in a lot of self-doubt and fear, and he doesn't have much energy, and he's feeling like, you know, boo-hoo, me, poor me. But he's trying to get some, you know, opportunities with her. Wonder how that's working out. Oh my goodness. Okay, so then moving forward with the karma that's coming down on him with the Queen of Wands, I think it's very possible that this is Ivanka. It might even be, well, I forget what sign. Is Ivanka a Scorpio? I forget. This is normally like a fire sign woman, but it is somebody. Let's see, who is this? No, here's our clues right here. This is someone, the karma that's coming down on him is coming from the public sphere, from social media, from public interactions. And they've had it with him. Whoever this is, they've had it with him. This may not be just a woman. It could just be the quality of the, you know, the energy and consciousness of the card, which is receptive fire. You know, so passion. So he could be attracting the passion of the public that wants him gone and, you know, out, like whipped out. So whether or not, you know, these three cards are just about this week, this is his karma. I think this has to do with a lot of actually passionate women. Because I'm pretty sure, well, no, I actually know, Melania is a Taurus. So this is not a Taurus card, and this, I don't believe, is Ivanka's card. You know, she's not a natural blonde, so the qualities don't come through there. And these other clues here are all about the public, and then, you know, getting rid of him, getting out of there. Yeah, over and over, like, get him out. We've had it. That's what this is. That's his karma coming down. What he's attracting with the Empress reversed is a lack of creativity and a lack of abundance, and, you know, major insecurities and difficulties. So he's attracting, he's attracting the end of his loyal followers. So he's at the end of his ability to grift from them anymore. I bet they're tired of all the emails that they've been getting from him. I mean, one week, can't remember if it was last week, the week before, I read that he had sent out 500 emails. You know, like imagine if you're one of his followers. No, don't, but think of his followers who have signed up to be on his email list or text or whatever, and getting hit by him 500 times in 1 week. Wouldn't you just be sick of it? So that's what went out over the week for him, you know, a week or two ago, and they've had it. It's done. His loyal followers are done. They're done. And that his ability to grift is done. And his future is to be restricted. With the Eight of Swords, this is all about restriction. It has to do with opposition. It has to do with isolation. It has to do with, you can literally see in the picture, you know, feeling trapped. I mean, of course, you know, her legs aren't bound up. She can walk away. And these could easily come off, but it's all about the feeling. It could be of being rejected from, you know, you can see a castle here in the background. So it could be being rejected, and yeah, and that's his future, rejected. And he's rejected from, you know, any type of like peace and harmony that he could have in his life, which I doubt is very much anyway, but now that's even broken. That's even broken. So it's not going to be a good week for him, even though this is a, you know, a holiday week. He's probably, I'm thinking he has more time on his hands than ever, of course, because he's refused to do any work. And so he's stewing. I get the feeling he's stewing. And his, you know, beliefs that he thought he could get away with all types of things are just breaking. So let's see, let's get a little bit more for his future. Being that I do have room over here. We could even look at these three cards as being the future too, because this is what he's attracting. So it's the end of, like I said, his loyal followers. And his, with that Eight of Swords, just really being restricted and probably feeling pretty hopeless and powerless. But this also is a card for acting like the victim. Because literally you can get out of this position. But if you don't want to take the blindfold off and see how you got yourself there, you're just going to sit in the, oh, poor me. This could also be a little bit of Alzheimer's that is just, or not little bit, I mean, we know he has Alzheimer's, but it could possibly be that the Alzheimer's is, you know, breaking through stronger than ever. So, okay. What else is to his future? Yes, with the mice, it's loss. And loss of his overblown ego. It's loss of his ability to, you know, talk and have the spotlight and to, you know, have that attention that he's always wanted and has, you know, worked pretty hard for all his life. That's why he's done what he's done. I mean, he's fired. All the times he said in his, you know, Apprentice episodes, I've never watched one, but I've seen little trailers of, you know, you're fired, him rehearsing, you're fired. He's fired. Yep, the loss of his status, his government position. Also in the future, these two cards go together right here really well. Isolation. And so, loss of money flow. Loss of money flow and loss of the ability to just impulsively go and do whatever he wants. So something's going on, I think, with his brain. That's where he's not working. It's not working so well. You know, honestly, I get the feeling like these two together could even be some type of a mini stroke or another mini stroke, because he's had that before. Because this card here is very controlling. This card here is very impulsive. This just all speaks to loss. This is loss, this is loss, this is isolation, this is isolation. Isolation and loss of money flow and control. That is exactly what's going on in his future. I think we've heard this message before. I think this has come through before. So, all right, well, that's all I have for this this one. I'll be back for some viewer questions. I still want to do Stephen Miller's, and I still want to get into the kids in the camps and family separation. It's so painful, but I want to see how that's going to improve once Biden and Harris are in charge. So, all right, you guys, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful New Year's, and let's all set the intention to have a much, much better 2021. And I'll be back soon. All right, take good care. Bye.